What up, everyone? Tonight's just the night to hang out for a bit, see who comes in, wants to chat. What up? Whoever showed up, welcome. Welcome to the chat live stream. I'll be right back, guys. We hang got my bite out. This is my female. Give me a second, guys. There we go. Put in new bedding for her tank and new bedding for the orange rim hide and for the milk banana. So I got to put in new bedding for my female albino spider. But I need to do a thorough clean with hers whenever I get the chance to do it. And once I do all that, then I can go ahead and put the new bedding in. Just love the medium white. That's what she is, probably about 50% of white. She's very pretty, very gorgeous. She does eat on live rat pups right now. So I'll probably give it a couple of months to 4 months before I can start giving her maybe weaned rats, but we'll see what happens. Shoot it. I want it. Hang on, well. You're gonna stay. Excuse me. Excuse me. Oh. Sorry about that. Slither, slither. But update on this, man, for my channel here. I plan on getting a connector port or switch, whatever you want to call it, to connect to my camcorder here and connect to my computer so I can use this for my live videos. Try that out, see how that works out. Hopefully, I get better quality and not stuff like that. So hopefully that would work. Also got the tripod to go with it as well. So when the time comes, I'll have that all set up. Hopefully that'll work out and give me good video quality and the good channels or good video live streams I can do. Yo, what's up, guy or girl, whoever's in here? Welcome to the live channel. Thanks, Center. What's up? This is pretty much tonight, just hangout night. Talk about ball pythons, whatever. She's on. Well, she and Mel Banana hasn't ate yet. My Orange Dream has, and or 100% pied, and Bino ate. So she'll eat this coming up week, which is Wednesday, so it's feeding day. That's pretty cool, there, Hunter. Yeah, she's 10 months old now. Well, here in 3 days, she'll be 10 months old. The guy told me she was born June 23rd of last year's, and got her this year of January 8th. So that makes her 10 months for this month here in 3 days. So almost a year. Yo, Hunter, I've seen the picture of your body, man. It looks more bigger than what mine is, thicker wise. Hey, what's going on? Whoever showed up here? Hunter and someone else came in. That's pretty good that your hide shedded in one piece, man. That's always good. She wants to say hello. Nothing stuck though. That's always good. No stuck shed either. Hell yeah, Hunter. That's pretty cool, man. Also my frog. What kind of frog you got? That's pretty cool. Wonder who could be the second viewer. Says they got two up there. Hey, Kate. How's it going today? Welcome to the live channel. And well, shit soon the first time. Oh, that's good. I hope so too, Kate. I hope that your python sheds hair pretty in one piece as well. What's your python in a snake rack or a tank with a bunch of clutter and however you keep humidity in? Heck yeah, that's pretty cool. I got 3 tanks right now and one big enough tub for my other snake. But all I got in those tanks is pretty much I put new bedding in for just 2, but the other tank hasn't been cleaned out yet. I need to treat it for mites. I don't have mites at all, period. I hope not. Uh, I do check my albino spider, which is the one that needs to be cleaned out. So as far as I know, I've been helping her every once in a while. I haven't seen any mites. I don't see anything crawling on her. So I mean, seeing that seeing there's no mites on her, hopefully that whole tank don't have mites in there because she don't have any. Oh, they can be hiding anywhere. But anyway, uh, plan on getting a new can of prevenamite. I used up the last of it a couple months ago, cleaning out the other 2 tanks. Otherwise, she would have been had her thing all prevenamite and everything. But once I get all that done, she'll get new bedding in there. It's sitting in the tub right now. Got that. What's the bedding called? Because it's in a compressed block, 10-pound block. Let me see, what is this called? It's called compressed cocoa chip block premium coconut husk. I know you probably can't see it. Anyway, that's what I used, and I just opened it up just the other day, yesterday, Saturday, and so it's in a big 30. What size is that gallon tub over there on the floor, dear? 27. Okay, 27-gallon tub, black one that I'm using that for that bedding. So I got less than half of it in there still bedding, but the other 2 tanks with the new bedding in it has it. But yes, as far as I know, I've had it only for since Saturday, and then today I do have all my screens topped off with tape foil because it's kind of hard to control humidity in tanks, so it's the best way I can do it. And so far, it's holding good moisture, good humidity in there because um, I just lost train of thought. Okay. Yes, the bedding that I have is holding moisture good humidity. Um, I checked on it at least, checked on today, yesterday, so it's doing pretty good. Um, here, hold on, I'll be right back. Let me put her away and hold up. Hold on, guys. Just put it over there. Alright, so check this out. I'm making a big old mess. This is what I currently have. You probably hear me back up a little bit. Oh, computer. Okay, anyway, here. Here's what it looks like, nice and chunky. There's no dirt. It's still a little damp. Um, nice thick little pieces like this. Just looks like shit. Anyway, can't put a whole lot, but that's what it looks like. You know, that's what I'm using. Um, but yes, um, it's holding very well. I like it so far since it's only been 2 days. But the thing I did um, was I took the lamp that I have for my tanks, except for one tank, which is albino, still has her on. But all the tanks have heat mats. The banana and the pie don't have their heat lamp. I took that away, and they're just using their heat mats right now. And so far, that's doing good. And the reason why I did that is because that way it doesn't dry out the bedding as quick and fast. So, with that being said, with just the heat mats only being used, it's holding well, and I like it. So, here I'll try. I got you, man. I'll send you a picture of it since I can't show it on my phone up to the computer because it's too bright. And I'll show you what. There's a website on this too, so you can go to the website and actually order it yourself. I paid here at the shop that I go to $39.99 plus what the tax is, so it came out to 43 and I don't know the cents, so it's $43. So the 10 pound compressed block. And what I did was when I did this, I put in hot water and it works very well, better than cold water because it breaks down pretty quick. But what it does is it goes all into the block, it swells it all up. It's like a sponge, it soaks all up. You'll see it swell up, get big, and start tearing apart or falling apart. So I could tell you the website on here, Kate's. The website is called www.prococo.com, and you can go to that website and it's called Pro Coco Compressed Chip or Cocoa Chip Block Premium Coconut Husk. That's what I have. And yes, this will last for a long time. It won't mold. It won't get any moldy. The only way it possibly may get mold is if it's like soaking wet, like dripping wet inside, and now all water soaked and it's just sitting in there. I believe that would cause mold. but you only want to use so much water in there and let it soak up all what it can and let it sit and mix it up and all that and let it sit for quite a while. So it can soak up all the moisture as you're rolling it around and all that. So um, this is actually kind of good if you have more ball pythons. It saves a lot of money having to buy. What did I used to buy? What 24-quart bag of cypress mulch or reptibark, and that would fill up probably like 2 or 3 tanks of what I needed, maybe some left over. And I'd have to eventually later on, whenever I do change the tanks out, I would have to buy new bags. But seeing that what I did just bought and using, it's going to last me for quite a long time. It is airing out. I do not keep a lid on it due to maybe causing mold in it. It needs, open airflow in there so it can just dry up slowly. It's drying up pretty well. It's not. It's still. I can dig on the bottom. It's still. It's damp, but it's not soaking wet, so it's perfect. I'm pretty sure this website that I'm gonna give y'all. I'm pretty sure you can order it from offline from them, and get a block of that and get it shipped to you, whatever. I don't have to do that because the guy that's here in Roswell, New Mexico, he's an owner. He has his own business, Wildlife Safari. He had ordered this a couple of months ago, March. That's when I got it, wasn't it? March. Yeah, March. So when I first got this block, but I think he got it shipped sometime in March. Anyway, I bought a block. I got it. I used it finally 2 days ago. So it's working well. I like it. I can't say much about the reptile bark. I can't say much of the cypress mulch because, or the forest floor cypress mulch. Those do hold good humidity. Um, let's see what else. Echo Earth. I hear that people use Echo Earth to mix with. Um, that mix forest cypress mulch with Coco or not Coco, Eco Earth. So I've heard people do that. I've heard people say don't mix it because Eco Earth is a fine substrate and it can get into heat pits of snakes, all sorts of stuff. But it's people preferences, whatever they want to use. So I finally changed up. I used them other tanks, cypress mulch, and that's what I stuck with. And then I got Reptibark, tried that for a while. But seeing I had those ceramic heat emitters, those produce no light but really great heat, and they get really hot. And if you're using those for your tanks and you're using the bedding, whatever, it dries out pretty quick. So you can get dried out bedding. And you have to like mist maybe, I don't know, twice a week, whatever, or however you want to mist your bedding. So I figured a way and I decided to go ahead with this new bedding that I got. I took away the lance that has the ceramic heat emitters for the 2 tanks for my banana and my pied, and just use the heat mats itself and see how long that lasts. It's only been 2 days, so it's still damp. Nothing, where they can get scale rot or stuff like that, whether they can get uh, respiratory infection due to too much humidity or too wet, whatever. the case may be for them to get sick and scale rats. So I'll show you the bucket that I used to use for the brick. Give me 1 second. Use this bucket here. I don't know what this is, a 2-gallon Ace bundle, or I guess I don't know, I guess a GL for gallon. No, I don't know. It says 2 gallons or 2 GL bucket, so I'm assuming this is a 2-gallon. Yeah, it's a 2-gallon bucket. That's what this is. And I filled it up to probably about pretty much almost full with hot water from the sink. And I poured it all over the block into this big tub you saw me carry over here. And it's a 30 and a half length by 25/8 width by 15 1/4 height. And it's a 27-gallon. So basically the whole thing's 108 quart tub bucket here. Tub. Sterilite is what the brand's called for this. Industrial. I mean, you probably can't see it, but that's what it is. So that's what I have. Anyway, that's what I used for my stuff. So, but I recommend not using the lid on top. Just keep it off, so that way it can dry up. So whenever you want to later down the road want to change out your snake racks with it, or your tanks that you're using, or whatever you're using for your snakes uh, husbandry, um, you'll have that extra in the tub later on. You put it in there and mist lightly on it, or however you feel like moistening it. So that's basically it, man, for all that. That's what's kind of new for me. It's what I did for Saturday. Um, I get my feeders for rats for my snakes, and if my snakes doesn't decides not to eat or not hungry, I had bought a 10-gallon tank with 2 lux clips and of course water bottle, and I had a little bowl here I got for food. So they're in that. So if my snakes don't want to eat, I keep them in that. So the next time they're hungry, I need to feed them next week, whatever, to try again. Uh, they'll be available for me. So if I'm having to kill them, freeze them, because um, I've tried that before. It doesn't work out good for me. So I just keep them still. If they get too big for my snakes, I do have a normal adult female that will take a medium to a large size rat. So she can take those sizes. Um, but yeah, that's pretty much it for that, man. And Hunter, I was gonna say, I think this computer's gonna shut off due to an upgrade. I think, I'm not sure. So if it shuts off, then I'll have to log back on. As far as I see, it's still going. Um, to seeing that you commented on here that you checked, there's a website, there's a shop there where you live. That's pretty cool, man. Um, if you want, like you said, there's a shop there near you. Go there and pick up a block. Well, I don't know what the cost is. If you think it's worth your money, go for it. If you want to continue using what you have, that's your preference. It's anybody's preference of what they wanting to use for bedding. But personally, since I've personally witnessed seeing it and then filling them up in snake racks at Wildlife Safari, because the guy that owns that place uses it now, and he wanted to try it out because it's a new product that he got in. He wanted to try it for his snakes, and I personally got to basically fill all snake racks up and everything with the new bedding that he's using for this that we have now, or that I have now that he's using. And I've gone her plenty of times, and from what I see for snake racks, it works out pretty well. Holds great humidity. Of course, how tubs are. They hold great humidity and everything. So um, they're still moist, still damp. It's not dried out. But eventually, like I said, they'll slowly dry out due to the heat inside. So um, when I get my snake racks, I'm going to use this bedding and get rid of the tanks, sell them or something, whatever. But I'll be using this product that I have with me for my snake racks. Um, don't know if my other channel, other video that I made. I don't know if I talked about thinking about selling my male banana. I was gonna have plans for him to breed, but I decided not to. So I am gonna sell him to somebody that is interested a lot. So hopefully she comes through for next week. He'll be going along with his stuff that he has. There, whatever he has in his tank. So I'll get money for that, and then there's I'll be getting with that money that I get. I'll be getting a banana 100% hemp hide. And being said, for saying that's because I do have a female hide visual, and down the road later on, when the time comes, I plan on hoping to have my female go along with the banana hemp hide and breed together later down the road, and hopefully pray cross my fingers to get banana pies. At least hold one back, and probably keeping a female most likely, and then sell the rest of whatever she lays out. Um, with this male banana het pied, 100% het pied, the guy said he'll also throw in a 8 tub rack snake rack system, so that'd be pretty cool. So that'd be pretty nice once that comes along. So can't wait for that. Yeah. I figured if I was to keep my banana and I did decide to breed into my pie later on, all I'm gonna get are banana hip pies or possible. Well, I don't know. Highly doubt they'll get a slim chance of getting a banana pie, but most of you bananas, banana hip pies, maybe a pie. I don't know. I'll have to look at the calculation off North Market and see what's up with that. But I figured I'll go with a banana hip pie. It could be chances a little more better of maybe getting a banana pie out of that. Let me Banana pies have to be my favorite marble. Yeah, I totally fell in love with pies. That was honestly, that was my second dream snake. My first dream snake was a bumblebee for the longest time, and so I started looking around, just checking things out, and eventually I fell in love with the pie, and that's how I ended up with the pie. I ended up getting one this year, a female. So I was like, well, dang, so I got a pied. I can do such many things with the female, breed her to different het pies with other genes in it, or just, pretty cool stuff that I can get. Um, when I breed, I don't plan on doing this for money making. I plan to do this because it's a passion that I have for snakes, and that it's going to be a hobby that I love to do. If there's a time that I would like to make some money, or if, whatever, then yeah, I could put them for sale. Ghost Mojave or Gotta Have 'em, or GHI Mojave. I know y'all can't see the picture on this phone, um, but I sent it to Hunter. Here, let me see if I can get a bigger pic. Let's see here. See if I can kind of zoom that in. This is what the 8 tub rack system will look like, and what I'll be getting with that banana 100% hat pied. If I get the money for it for selling my banana that I have now, then I'll be using that money to get that pied banana hat pied for whatever he wants for it, plus that rack he's thrown in. So, and that's what I'll be using, and be using my new product that I got, putting it into those tubs. But before I do that, I'll pretty much preventimide it, and also, make sure everything's cleaned out and everything fresh, looking good. Then use the new stuff. Um, I already bought a 5 tub adult rack system for the guy that I know that owns his business. I'm just waiting to get that from him because right now they're occupied with his snakes. He has a back room full of snakes in his racks, and there's certain ones, about 7 of them that he's selling. I already gave him money for it, so all I have to do is pick it up when the time comes when he gets his new racks in. He wants to get the really big breeders, big one with the steel racks with the wheels on it. So as soon as that happens, and I'll get what I got from him, and I'll use, if I don't get these racks now, and later I get those racks later on, I'll use those for my snakes. But even though I should have that other 8 rack system by the time I get the other one, so I don't plan on having 13 snakes total, just what I have now. Okay, it's been a bad have to be my favorite marketable. Currently, my banana's in shed, so plus he's been off feeding for a while through the winter and breeding season, whatever. His last meal was January 22nd, and that was for this year. So he shed last month, and so I tried feeding him after that. He didn't take it, so I left him alone. Tried feeding him again, so I just stopped. And now he's in blue, deep blue. So I'm waiting for him to clear out of that, so he can shed later. Once that happens, then I'll feed him a proper size meal, and hopefully he takes it. He does live. I've only fed frozen thawed one time, and he took it. But after that, he's always been alive, and so has the other snakes as well. But it feels like a Monday. When I do decide to breed into this kind of hobby thing I'm doing, I'm not going to be nothing big. I'm going to be a small breeder, hobbiness, slash business kind of thing. I'm not going to be nothing big, just a small. Certain ones I'll be working with, pies, orange dreams, bananas, um, clowns possibly, and cinnamon. So, but if I do decide to look for more snakes, I may just actually look for ones that eat frozen thawed only. That way, I don't gotta transfer them over to live, and so that way I can just buy a bulk of frozen rats, and it's cheaper that way. So that way, I'll have them here. I'm having no problem, thaw them out for 15 to 30 minutes, whatever. So save me money in the long run. So, Cade, is that you only have one ball python? Two ball pythons. Let me scroll up and see what you said. I don't know what you told me you had. Excuse me, guys. I woke up at 6:30 this morning. I've been up since, so I'm just trying to wait till later on to go to bed. I don't think you told me what kind you had. Yeah, Cade. What two morphs or what two ball pythons do you have, and what morphs are they? Okay, cool. So she has one adult female normal and one baby normal. Um, is the baby also female? Oh, and Hunter already knows about this. I have my normal adult female. Um, I did breed her this season. Well, kind of late in the season. Well, I guess she can breed all year round. But I got her, took her to the guy that owns his business, and he has a male champagne Inchi, and I took her over there to breed with him. Uh, sometime in February or towards close to March, and he put her in there finally with them, or him with her, and like on March 2nd or 3rd, they locked up. I got a picture of it. So uh, he gave it a rest for a bit, put them back together, and nothing really, I guess. So we checked one time about a week and a half of March. Sometime in March, it was like this week and a half. In March, we checked to see if anything happened. Nothing yet. You can turn on the AC. Okay. There's I don't know. You can't really see that because it's I don't know. You can see the two tails connected. That's my normal. The other was in the NG champagne. All right, Hunter. Thanks, man. Take care. Thanks for stopping by. Um, Next time I'm live or do a video, you can subscribe to my channel. Hit the uh, bell to let you know when I'm on or whatever. So have a good night, man. Get some sleep. Catch you later, man. Thank you. See you, man. How long have you had your ball pythons, Cade? Pretty cool there. Heck yeah. It's always good that your snakes eat pretty well. It's good for anybody that wants snakes and their snakes are eating well. Well, I'm gonna go and get off of here. It's been nice hanging out with you. You guys. You guys take care. Till next time, man. I'll let you guys later. Have a good night. See you later.